I am currently in the best shape of my life. I feel stronger than ever, healthier than ever, with a physique that's functional and that I can be proud of. But it wasn't always like this. Here's my fitness journey the next few minutes so you can steal the method for yourself at the end of the video. It sounds cliche, but I'm nothing special and I didn't have a lucky start. I grew up skinny. I was always active with sports, but was always one of the smallest on my team. And I wanted to change that, so my fitness journey actually started when I was just 11 years old with calisthenics. Quickly saw results, but then I hit a plateau, and for the next few years, I only saw a little bit of progress. I knew there was a limit to my knowledge and a limit to how big I could get with just body weight training alone. So I started lifting weights and studying relentlessly on the fastest ways to make progress, and I began making amazing results. I was packing on muscle, staying lean, improving my athleticism, and becoming insanely strong. Then I got my first girlfriend. I was still consistent with the gym, but I began eating more unhealthy foods. I wouldn't bring healthy foods to eat. When I saw her, I would eat fast food and candy. And since I had a girlfriend, I became a little bit more content with how I looked. Instead of before, where I was eating mostly whole foods, I began eating more and more unhealthy foods. As a result, I wasn't eating enough protein or hitting my nutrient goals. And as a result of that, I wasn't properly recovering from my workouts. I gained extra fat. My skin became horrible, and I was in a plateau. I remember I was so embarrassed and insecure about my skin, and I just wanted to wear a mask all day. And I knew it could get better if I changed my diet, but I was addicted to fast food and candy that I never ate growing up or up to that point. I eventually had enough of having extra body fat, my skin looking terrible, and being in a plateau. So I cleaned up my diet again, and I started making progress again, and my skin began to clear up. I later went to community college for a brief time and worked a part-time job. So up until that point, I always had a lot of time to focus on my fitness. Then I dropped out of school because I knew I wasn't going to be in a career that required a degree. So after I was done with school, fitness became less and less of a priority to me. And I was content with how I looked. I was happy with how I looked. And then work became a bigger and bigger priority. I also stopped studying fitness and the best ways to train and diet because I just thought I knew everything. So with the combination of not keeping up on information, having less and less time, my routine slowly became worse and worse. With less time to work out and not keeping up with information on how to train and diet, I didn't know how to make the progress that I once did whenever I was in school. And working 60 plus hours a week, either at a sales job or at a construction job, meant I had little time to do research. And guys, in all honesty, at that time, I just didn't even care to do the research because I was content. Something needed to change. I hit a plateau, and then for the next 2 years, I slowly started losing progress. Progress that I previously worked years for. So I began studying again. And I began implementing the old things that I relearned and the new things that I learned. After over 8 years of studying and testing the best routines and diets, I developed the WAR method. I now feel the healthiest and most functional I ever have, and I actually have time to do the things that I want to do and need to do. This is why I decided to share the WAR method with people just like me, who want to get lean and muscular despite having a busy schedule. If you're someone who wants to get in peak performance shape while still being able to work on your business or career, then comment WAR and I'll send you a guide breaking down exactly how it works.